Hey yo, what is going on guys? Welcome back to another video here, and in today's video we are going to be showcasing all the legendary quirks in Boku no Roblox, and I'm going to be leaving timestamps in the description below for you guys to find the specific quirk you guys are looking for, or you guys can watch through the whole entire video and look at every single legendary quirk in Boku no Roblox. I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so we're going to be looking at the first quirk right now. The first quirk is OverHaul, and let's get right into this. It has 6 moves, I believe. So the first move we're going to be looking at is Reassembling Touch. The user swipes their arm and heals whoever they touch or themselves by 20%. So go ahead and use that on me. Do some, like, hit me once. So by 20%, you can see my health. It went up by approximately 20%, or pretty much exactly 20%. Next move we got Ground Spike. The user creates a large forward spike dealing medium damage and stuns. Alright, he's gonna go use that on the boss real quick. I'll move away because that'll pretty much one-shot me because he's super strong and I'm really weak. That's what it looks like, as you guys can see. Pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna wait for him to kill the boss before we move on to... Oh, he already killed the boss. Alright. Next move we got is Reassembling Body. User breaks apart and reassembles himself, healing them to full health. Should I damage you a bit? See if I can even do anything. Okay, let me just use my moves. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Okay, go ahead and just use it now. You're like not even that low, but as you guys see, it takes him to max health no matter what health he is at, so pretty good. Next move we got here is Disassembling World. User creates huge fissures and spiking the floor up around them, dealing high damage and stuns. So I'm gonna move far back for this one because this one will definitely one-shot me, and it's a huge AoE. As you guys can see, huge AoE, does massive damage and stuns. So yeah, I wouldn't want to get near that. So we're going on to the 5th move. So this is Disassembling Touch. User swipes their arm and deals extremely high damage to whoever they touch. Alright, you can just go ahead and use it on me and one-shot me. Alright, did you see how much damage? I think that was over 100,000 damage, guys. That's pretty much a one-shot move if you're high enough level to use it. Alright, now on to the last move, which is basically a mode. We've got Fusion. User gains an additional 2 arms deformed with spike claws, increasing their damage and defense. So the additional 2 arms are on his back right there. The other 2 arms are already existing. They just wrap around his normal arms. This is probably one of my favorite transformations in the game. Looks really awesome. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this legendary quirk showcase, and now we are going to be moving on to the next legendary quirk. Alright guys, moving on to the next quirk, we've got Half Hot Half Cold, also known as Hot Trash. Let's get right into this showcase. So he's already in the first mode right here, which is the fire mode. Then we're going to be looking at the first move now, which is Fireball. Go ahead and use that. Alright, as you guys can see, just a normal fireball, nothing out of the ordinary, pretty small AoE. Then we've got Fire Floor, which is the next move. Nothing special again, just a small fire floor. This quirk doesn't have too much, wow to it. I like the ice mode personally better. But moving on to Fire Bomb, which is the 3rd move, I think, or 4th. Fire Bomb. Just basically a fireball, greater AoE, which is mixed in with Fire Floor. That lasts for a while and does chip damage. Alright, now we are moving on to Flamethrower, which is the final fireside move. As you guys can see, it kind of does chip damage, but you could hold it there. So it's okay, I'd say, it's okay. Moving on to the ice mode. Alright, so this is just the ice mode by itself, is what it looks like. Half his body's ice. Honestly, this is my favorite mode out of the set. Looks pretty cool. Alright, first we've got Ice Field for the first move. Small little ice field. Greater AoE than the fireball. So it's a bit better in my opinion. Then we've got, for the second move, we've got Ice Spikes. Kind of like a... I don't really know how to describe that, but shoots a little ice field in front of you. And then we've got, for the next one, next move is Glacier. Kind of like a, that looks like kind of like a bootleg overhaul, you know, pretty cool. Ice overhaul move. And then for the C, we've got Ice Slide, so he'll slide around and deal damage to everyone he hits. So he can just slide around and anyone he comes in contact with will take damage. So yeah, moving on to the final mode. Oh, I keep pressing menu, sorry guys, because I think I'm reading my own stats, but I'm not. Sorry guys, if you guys noticed the cut, I messed up on the last mode, so we're going to be looking at the last mode now, so which is half fire, half ice mode. Okay, there's a screenshot of the moves. Alright guys, so the first move we've got Burning Ice Field. Alright, pretty cool. Small AoE, same as normal, but just with fire and increased damage. Then we've got Burning Ice Spikes for the second move. Same thing as Glacier, but with just fire. Nothing special at all. Then we've got Ultimate Explosion, which is what makes this quirk good in my opinion. I just like this move. As you guys can see, pretty cool. Does an explosion, does fire field. But what? Oh, that's kind of weak. Yikes. My opinion, if you get this quirk, respin it right away. Hardening is better. Alright. Moving on to the next quirk. Alright guys, now moving on to Deku's One For All. How to get this quirk is a bit different. You don't actually spin it and get it directly. You have to spin for a rare quirk first, which is called Quirkless. And then you come to Deku, you talk to him, he'll tell you the requirements, level 3000 and 50,000 fame. You click continue when you have that, and he will give you his powers, which are now considered a legendary quirk. So Quirkless itself is not legendary, but Deku's One For All is legendary. Alright, so we are going to be moving to the showcase now. There are some things you have to be wary about when using Deku's One For All, especially breaking your legs and stuff like that. So we're going to be looking at the first move here, which is the 5% shoot style kick. So this is only 5% of the power, so they don't break their legs. So we'll look at that move right now. As you guys can see, it's kind of a short range but very minimal AoE attack. His leg goes kind of with green. Looks pretty cool. Now we are going to be moving on to the 5% smash. So as you guys can see, that has a kind of a bigger AoE, but still very small. Only 5% of his power again, so he doesn't break his arm, I think. But overall, pretty good move for close range. Then we are going to be moving on to the next move, which is Delaware Smash. Alright. So he flicks his fingers, creating, I think, like a wave, like a shock wave. Oh, he broke his arm from spamming it, I think. I believe if you spam it, you break your arm, but it is spammable until you break your arm, and then it regens. So as you guys can see, when your arm goes red, it is broken, and I don't think you can use that move anymore. Alright, moving on to the next move is Detroit Stomp. So I'll move back for this because I think it's AoE. Yep, he stomps his feet, creating a huge AoE. And as you guys can see, his legs are broken. He can't sprint or use that move again, I think, or any leg moves, I'm pretty sure. So then his legs regen, and now he can move around. Alright, then we've gone to the next move. We've got Shoot Style Smash. Alright, I'm gonna move back. So as you guys can see, it breaks his legs yet again, but he sends a very powerful kick that can that shoots like a wave of air or something like that, and it can be used, I think, pretty close to mid-range-ish, not that long range. Now we are moving on to the mode, which is Full Cowl. So this boosts speed and speed only, and it prevents your limbs from breaking. So it doesn't give a damage buff. I'm not sure. As you guys can see, you can use the moves and his legs are not broken. Can I come here so I can see real quick? As you guys can see, his legs are not broken. None of his limbs will be damaged while he's in this form. Plus he gets increased speed, so overall it's a win-for-win situation. So now we are going to be moving on to the next quirk. Alright guys, moving on to the all-famous quirk. Everybody pretty much has this, along with OverHaul as well. One for All. We're going to be looking at this quirk right here. And let's look at the first move, which is Texas Smash. So it's just like a straight punch, but has pretty good AoE in my opinion. Like if I was any bit near, I would have taken damage, and it has pretty good mid-tier range. So moving on to the next move, we've got Carolina Smash. So he just dashes forward and kind of just attacks the enemy. So moving on to the next move, we got New Hamster Smash. So they blast themselves towards the target and they damage themselves with their body. Alright, moving on to the next move, we've got Detroit Smash. So I'm gonna move away. He smashes the ground, dealing damage. No, he smashes the ground, yeah, which deals damage and creates a tornado. My bad. Alright. Now we've got United States of Smash. This one is pretty strong. Creates a huge crater in the ground. You don't want to get near that at all. It deals a massive damage, like massive, like a lot of damage. Alright guys, moving on to the last form, well, the last move, which is the form, is the Plus Ultra. It does strength and speed only, for not defense. So we're gonna be looking at the size difference. So he's like about 1.5 times taller than me. I'm a normal height, he's Plus Ultra height. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed this quirk showcase. Moving on to the next legendary quirk. Alright guys, moving on to the next quirk we got here. We've got All For One right here. So we're going to be looking at all the moves, starting with the first one, which is Finger Strike. So he's going to go and use that on me. He's a lower level than me, so shouldn't kill me. Go ahead and use the first move. It stuns me for a bit, and basically aim your mouse on the person and you press the ability and it stuns them and does some pretty good damage. Alright, moving on to the next move, we've got Enhanced Air Cannon. So it does medium damage and it has pretty small AoE, but it's pretty good. You can look at that right now. You guys can see that's AoE. It's mid-range actually. I'd say it's pretty good. I'm just a higher level than him, so it might not look like it, but for his level, it's pretty good damage. Then we've got Warping. So this basically allows him to teleport. Just teleport somewhere near in the area. something, yeah. But it has a pretty decent range, so I'm pretty sure he could teleport from here onto like the buildings and stuff like that. And then next up we have impact recoil. So as long as he holds C, as you can see, his durability goes down. I'm gonna hit him, and he takes 50% of the damage, and as you guys can see, it comes back to me while he holds it. I'm not gonna just showing that off. So he only takes 50% of the damage I do to him, and I think the damage comes back to me. Alright, then we have the fifth move, which is ultimate combination. So he combines multiple quirks on his arm, and he releases a huge shockwave, which has pretty good AoE and massive damage. Go ahead and use that on me. That's some pretty good damage, knowing that like I think over 1,000 levels higher than him and stuff like that, so that's pretty good. And then the last move is form. It's spring-like limbs. He basically becomes enhanced, boosting his defense and attack, but not his speed. So his attack gets boosted and his speed gets boosted. No, wait, attack and defense. So that's pretty much it. We're not going to go into depth about the specs, how much it increases it by, but that's pretty much it. And now we're going to move on to the final quirk. Yeah. Alright guys, moving on to the last and final quirk here. We've got Explosion. You guys probably seen me use this throughout the video if you guys watched through the whole thing. So we got the gauntlets here. I'm just wearing these because it looks cooler. Plus it gives increased damage, but we're not really going to be focused on the increased damage or any accessories. I'm just wearing it because it looks cool. So we're going to be looking over all the moves right here. Skills, we've got a bunch of moves right here. So let's look at the first one first. We've got Explosion Dash. So what we basically do in the direction of our mouse, or the direction that we're looking at, it will basically boost us. I think this is kind of like a better dash. Although the dash I think does give you more range and it moves you faster. This you do have more, you can like go high up in the sky and stuff like that. You can go down, you can go up. So you have more, you're more versatile with this rather than the dash. Next up we've got Explosion. User creates an explosion with their hands. So let's go up to here. Just create a small explosion. Pretty fast cooldown. Small mid-tier AoE. Then we've got Explosion Combat. Anything I hit basically gets exploded, and I don't know why he just did that. This is a private server, but anything you hit, it basically has a small explosion. So just like that. Oh, I don't know why I'm missing. Alright. That's pretty much it. Moving on to Explosion Blast. User focuses energy in one hand. High damage but short range. So what I like about these, you can hold it down for style, but it really doesn't give increased damage. So that's pretty much it. So you shoot like a little wave blast, high damage, pretty good range in my opinion for its being small. Explosion Grenade, basically it's like Explosion, but you have 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. So there's 3 blasts. Then there's, I don't really know how to pronounce this, but I'm gonna just show you it. So I'll go up in the air, but it has pretty good damage. You go into like something like this, and then once you hit something, it has a huge explosion and does pretty good damage. High damage in my opinion. Anyways guys, thank you guys for watching. If you guys made it to the end of the video, congrats. Huge thanks from me. Please make sure to subscribe and like this video, and make sure to join that Discord if you guys want to do some raids and get some private servers to do some raids in as well. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.